The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, Thomas Miller Agent, Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, Exit 5, Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring in Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center in the Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Ollie's VIP Northside, Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. D&N Auto Specialists off Tavern Road, Martinsburg. And Heffley Motors, HeffleyMotorCompany.com.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome into Bridgeport High School in Bridgeport, West Virginia, where tonight the Bridgeport Indians take on the Martinsburg Bulldogs in a high school boys basketball game that came about barely 24 hours ago. Both of these teams looking to get on the floor yet one more time this week, and with cancellations for opponents for both teams, the opportunity was presented, and here we are with a chance to bring you the play-by-play, and it should be a good one. For Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10 Sports, I'm Matt Miller along with Matt Crawford, John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman. Colin McLaughlin is our engineer back at the studio. Matt, Bridgeport coming into this one, 6 wins and 3 losses. Winners of 6 out of their last 7. Martinsburg coming in, here we go again, officially at 4-1, but really on the floor, 5-1, winners of 5 in a row.
Yeah, Matt, and the number I'm really looking at right there is 6 of the last 7. So they started at 1-2. You're looking at that going, okay, that's a little bit of a slow start, but this is a team that has picked it up as of late, really playing good basketball. So hoping this is a good matchup, and I think looking at the stats for this Bridgeport Indian team, I think Martinsburg got a heck of a tune-up their last time out against Jefferson, because Bridgeport going to do a lot of the same things, shoot a lot from beyond the arc.
We'll take a deeper look at both of these teams as we go, but Matt, right now as we look at how these teams have gotten here, you mentioned Bridgeport's early losses. It was a 61-54 setback against a usually strong, and once again this year strong, Fairmont Senior program, and a 73-49 loss against Robert C. Byrd, and we know how good they are this year. And then it was just 2 games ago they suffered a loss at Morgantown, but only by 7, 61-54. So the 3 losses for Bridgeport have been against extremely good competition.
Yeah, I think looking at that Robert C. Byrd, you obviously don't get too upset with that loss. They knocked off Morgantown earlier in the season. We know how good the Mohegans are this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And Martinsburg knows that as well. As you look back through the Bulldogs' schedule after their loss against Morgantown, Martinsburg got that win against James Wood, one that the SSAC says it counts now as a no contest. But after that, Martinsburg able to get victories over Spring Mills and then at Hedgesville, at Musselman, and last time out at Jefferson, and that was a 78-76 overtime decision on Tuesday. And Matt, while Martinsburg glad to get the win in that one, we found out earlier Anthony Smith, the starting point guard, lost due to injury that occurred in that game.
Yeah, and that's not ideal. They're also without Kazon Villa. He's going through some COVID contact tracing, so they're without Villa for, I believe, the 3rd time in the last 4 games, and you lose a guy like Anthony Smith, you're going to put a lot on Dorn Smith's shoulders tonight. He's really going to have to carry this basketball team.
Well, and it's Kamarion Dow who will get the start and will have to do the handling of the basketball in this one as Martinsburg gets ready to face Bridgeport. We mentioned the Bulldogs coming off the win on Tuesday at Jefferson. Bridgeport coming off of a victory just yesterday. Yes, a 49-36 win against Elkins, a game that they led 30-26 at the half. A low-scoring second half, but Bridgeport still added to the lead as they went on for that victory. So there is our matchup here tonight. Bridgeport again 6-3. Martinsburg coming in at 5-1. Well, the Bulldogs have taken to the floor. They're beginning their warm-ups. They have yet to start the 20-minute clock that will lead us down to the introduction of starting lineups and the opening tip. We're waiting for Bridgeport to head out onto the floor, and once they hit the floor and get their warm-up started, we will officially begin that countdown here. Looks like we may get a chance to get going a few minutes early in this one as the JV game wrapped up with Martinsburg getting the victory 42-36. Been a couple of games since that JV team has been able to get back into the win column, and the last two have been close. And finally in this one, after trailing 21-19 at the half, the JV boys able to have a strong third quarter and an equally strong fourth quarter to go on for the victory. By the way, it's been Bruce Fowler who has been working with Daryl Smith and working with that team here today, and part of that reason is Richard Moore is out, we understand, due to contact tracing around COVID. So hopefully Coach Moore feeling well and will be able to rejoin the JV team on Saturday when Martinsburg will play at Washington. We'll have more on that and see what else is going on around the Eastern Panhandle with our check of the area schedule. That comes your way after this 2-minute timeout. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Craven lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
We welcome you back into Bridgeport High School, where tonight the Indians play host to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. It is our pregame show, and right now it's time for our check of the area schedule. Matt, there were no games around the area. Originally tonight, there were only 3 girls' games, and then this boys' game popped up, between 4 and 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. On the girls' side, Martinsburg is at Hedgesville. Musselman is at Jefferson, and Spring Mills is visiting Washington. All of those obviously key games because of the EPAC standings, but clearly the biggest is between Musselman and Jefferson.
Yeah, those two, very similar to the boys' side, have kind of shown that they're the best two in that section again. Musselman now in that section due to the way things have split up because of the 4A classification. So that one, we were hoping to do that one tonight before we had this opportunity pop up, and I'm looking for that to be one whale of a ball game.
Yes, we'll see if we get any scoring updates from those games as we bring you the boys' action here. Meanwhile, tomorrow night, Martinsburg at Spring Mills has been postponed as the Cardinals are going through the health and safety protocols surrounding COVID. We will look to have Musselman at Washington tomorrow night. John Alderton and I will be there. Matt Crawford going to get get an early jump on a special weekend, and so we look forward to that one tomorrow night, and we'll look to have some scoring updates as Hedgesville is at Jefferson. On Saturday, Martinsburg was scheduled to play at University. That is not happening. University under those health and safety protocols. Instead, Martinsburg will make up the missed game from last week at Washington, and that will be a varsity-only game on Saturday. That will be at 4 o'clock, and we'll have pregame coverage at around 3:30 on Talk Radio, WRNR, and WRNR TV on YouTube. There is one girls game scheduled tomorrow, Washington at Hedgesville, and one girls game on Saturday, Spring Mills at Hampshire. We should let you know that tonight's broadcast, not only on the television and the internet as far as the video, but now on our AM and FM signals as well. Matt, we were supposed to have the season opener tonight of Washington Nationals baseball, but that matchup against the New York Mets not happening.
COVID has now ruined back-to-back opening days for Washington Nationals fans. They just can't have a true opening day the last 2 years.
Well, we'll see if they can even get in any of this opening series. We have been waiting for news on that, and we'll bring that information to you as we get into our Miller Time program tomorrow at 12 noon. All right, that's our check of the area schedule. We will come back and hear from Martinsburg head coach Dave Rogers and get his thoughts heading into this matchup. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices. We are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right, the bad guys know when you're away and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
We welcome you back into Bridgeport High School. Tonight, the Indians taking on the Martinsburg Bulldogs. It is time for us to hear from Martinsburg head coach Dave Rogers. We get our conversation started talking about how quickly this game came together.
Hey, you know, this started because of a COVID case, and then, of course, we had a game canceled, and then because they had played another school that we were going to play, now it gets canceled. And so now we're down 2 games. We're not going to be able to play all week. So we're searching. We've called Hampshire. We called Broadfording. We called Prospect Hall. We were even considered going to Parkersburg. But Bridgeport was playing a team that we were supposed to play. And so we said, hey, we'll come play you. And, you know, I'm trying to think here. Some people will say, well, you're crazy, Coach. Bridgeport's really a good team, and they are. They in Morgantown went down to the wire, so why would you put your record on the line and get on the road and play? Because that's who we are. We want to play teams that we think that will help us get better. We want to play. Our kids need playing time. When you've only played 5 games and everybody else has played 10 or 11, it shows. I mean, you get better from playing. Plus, you didn't have a preseason. So, our preseason's over now. Hopefully we can start playing. But that's how this came about. So we're here, and then we're going to make up Washington on Saturday, varsity only at 4 o'clock, to try to get that in. And then you got 2 next week. You got 4 the following week, and boom, the section starts. It's over.
It's amazing how quick it has all gone. You're without a couple of guys tonight as well, so a little undermanned. What is it you want to see out of your team in this matchup?
I want to see us not turn the ball over. 25 turnovers the other night is way too many, and half of them were by our people out front. They just can't do that. The ball's in your hands 75% of the time. So let's not turn that ball over. Let's play good defense. They're a very good shooting team. They're very methodical. They're very well coached. And so we've got our hands full tonight, but we were going to go play University anyway. So let's play somebody good, and we are. We've had a great day. We've had a good trip up here, and hopefully our kids, we want to guard somebody. I just want to see somebody else has the opportunity tonight to step up.
On the floor, you've won 5 in a row. One of those doesn't count because of the SSAC. We could get into that later if you want. But anyway, you're playing some pretty good basketball, and yet each time we talk, still seeing a lot of mistakes. So can you keep building some momentum with what you've been able to do, and especially the overtime win against Jefferson last time out?
Well, you've got to. And that when you get into close ball games like Musselman, Jefferson, that only makes you grow up. I mean, when you get put in those tough situations, you're either going to come out, and I told our kids the other day, when you're not playing real well, but you're winning on the road, that tells you something about your ball club. And we just want to improve every night, get better every night. And by playing, I think we can do that. It's nice to practice, but you get tired of beating on each other. We're anxious to see what happens here tonight.
Coach, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, there you go. That is Martinsburg head coach Dave Rogers. And, Matt, he said it. The goal, want to try to go out and try to get better every night. And this is the type of matchup that he says is going to help make our team better when we can play in a heartbeat. Within 24 hours, let's get this set up and come on the road, make a long trip, and play a very good basketball team.
Yeah, I don't see how it could do anything but help this team. I mean, they're getting on a bus. It's almost a tournament feel just without the prep. You're getting on a bus. You're making a 3-hour trip through snow, through mountains, and boy, that was a fun little blizzard we drove through in Garrett County. Nothing seems to change in Garrett County ever.
No.
But it's a tournament-type feel where you're playing a different team you don't usually play. Matt, you've been calling games for how long? And this is the first time you've ever called a game here?
Yes.
This is only the third time these two schools have played, at least in recent history.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back to 2012 when it was a regional final game. Martinsburg won that one 69-52. That was at the Fieldhouse. And then go back to 2009 where it was a 50-34 win at Martinsburg. So teams that everybody on the floor right now has no idea what the opponent is going to do, and I think that's fun. That's what high school sports should be about.
Well, let's come back and tell everybody what to expect with these two teams on the floor. I think we're going to have some contrasting styles, and we'll talk about it after this 2-minute timeout. Back with more of our pregame show. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller, our TV10 cameraman John Alderton, Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. Special thanks tonight to Travis Jones and Brent Kimball with the Bridgeport radio broadcast, helping to provide us with some information, stats, rosters, so forth heading into this broadcast. Always good when you can get together with those guys and exchange information. Thanks also to, of course, our Martinsburg Athletic Director, Davis Moore, making sure we got this information and helping us with contacts to get the broadcast set up. And then for Mark Jones, the AD here, and Principal Matt D'Amato. Without them, we may not be on right now. Not great cell service here within this particular facility, but they have worked with us to get us an Ethernet line and make sure that we are on the air, and they've just been so gracious. It has been really a good trip, a good time being here. Now let's look for a good game.
Didn't want to have a part 2 of Jefferson the other night, that's for sure.
No, well, we may have that on the floor, Matt. Let's talk about it. This is a Bridgeport Indians team averaging just under 59 points a game, and they get it done with some strong outside shooting.
Yeah, they do. You look at what they're doing from the three-point line, averaging just about 9 a game so far, 81 threes through their 9 games this year. Pretty easy math. Let's divide 81 by 9, and that gets you 9 on the dot. I'm even smart enough to do that math. But other than that, they're really not scoring a whole lot inside, so they're going to live and die by the three.
And they've got 2 guys especially that can get it done. They're in the starting lineup. Connor Mess, that's M-E-E-S-E, but it is pronounced Mess, according to head coach Dave Marshall. He's hit 24 from beyond the arc, and Jaden Haywood, who's a junior forward, has knocked down 22. So you're talking 46 of the 81 three-pointers coming from a pair of players. Meanwhile, Martinsburg averaging 61.2 points per game. 53.5 is what they give up. The Dogs, they've hit 28 threes. They can knock them down when they need to, just under 5 a game, but their big thing is trying to get up and down the floor, and they're going to have to be led by Kamarion Dow without their point guard, Anthony Smith, who is their second leading scorer at 13-7 a game.
And the good thing about that is Kamarion has seen a lot of playing time this year. He's coming in averaging just a little over 5 points a game, so it isn't going to be abnormal for him to come in and get some quality minutes, but again, as a starter, it's a whole different ballgame.
Well, and he's got a season high of 14 points, so he has shown that he can step it up and score those points. He did that at Hedgesville just a couple of games back, and they'll need him to put some points on the board. Of course, Dorn Smith has got to stay out of foul trouble. We've seen him pick up a couple of fouls relatively early in the last few games. Dorn Smith comes in averaging 14.8 points a game, and with his leaping ability, he is a difference maker inside.
He can certainly jump. He can jump higher than you and I ever thought of jumping, and he's fun when he gets in transition. You almost build yourself up when he's on a fast break, and I wonder what he's going to do when he gets to the rim.
And we had a chance to watch him just to the right of our broadcast, below the bleachers where the tunnel is that Martinsburg comes out of their locker room, and he had the jump rope out earlier. So he was working on that leaping and jumping ability early on before ever coming out for these warm-ups. So there you go. Martinsburg again without Anthony Smith due to injury and without Kazan Villa for a second time this week as a result of, we understand, COVID protocols. We'll see how Martinsburg fares in this matchup. Both teams, again, right around the same scoring total, which the means of getting there that we will see. And both teams defensively about the same as the Indians, giving up roughly 54 points a game. So we'll see which team is maybe able to exert a little bit of its will in this matchup. As we look at last year for Bridgeport, 17 wins and 7 losses. And, Matt, they went to, well, I guess, would have gone to the regional final. They lost their sectional championship against a very good Robert C. Byrd team 45-35, and they were scheduled for a regional at Lewis County, where a win would have sent them on to Charleston. But remember, that is when the COVID bug struck last year. The girls' tournament was shut down right in the middle, and those boys' regionals did not get played. And so Bridgeport, hoping maybe this year is their year to get down to Charleston. And they have made that jump all the way from being a AA team up to, in basketball, now the 4A ranking.
Yeah, looking at the new classifications, Region 1, Section 1 is Brooke, John Marshall, Preston, and Wheeling Park. Then you come to Section 2 in Region 1, Class 4A, and it's Bridgeport, Buchanan, Upshur, Morgantown, and University. So you talk about a packed region in Class 4A. Whoever comes out of this region is going to earn it, and we've had the opportunity of seeing Morgantown. Hopefully we get to see University at some point, and we're going to see Wheeling Park at the end of the season. So it is going to be fun to see who comes out of this region, because we'll have seen hopefully about half of these teams by the end of the year, and maybe even some down in Charleston.
Meanwhile, Martinsburg with 9 returning players, 3 or 4 starters back from a team that went 21-3 a year ago. They have had 3 consecutive 20-plus win seasons and have won 20 or more in 4 of the last 5 years. Not going to get to that total this year, but Matt, frankly, because they may not even get 20 games in, there's 3 weeks left in this regular season.
Yeah, is it even 3 full weeks still?
I believe. Getting into next week, wrapping up the rest of this, and then into next week, the following week, boom, you're into the 16th and 17th, and then the next week is the 20th, and it's time for sectional tournament play.
It's been a marathon. Or I shouldn't say, it's been a sprint, not a marathon. Usually it's a marathon. This year, it's been a sprint for sure.
The waiting has been the marathon.
Yes, absolutely.
Once they get to play, then it becomes the sprint. Well, there you go. That's our matchup. It's the Bridgeport Indians and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. It's time for us to take a look at the starting lineups, and let's go ahead and begin with the homestanding Bridgeport Indians. Again, they are 6-3, winners of 6 out of their last 7. They're led by head coach Dave Marshall in his second season, a record of 23 wins, 10 losses. Hey, Matt, how about this? He was the Bridgeport girls head coach at one time and led them to a state championship in 2013. Went on to be the head boys basketball coach at Liberty, and most recently an assistant coach at RCB, and has returned here to Bridgeport and has this team playing very well. He's assisted by Grant Burton and Bo Kessler. For Bridgeport, Mitchell Duez, that's D-U-E-Z, is a 5'10 junior guard. Jack Bifano, that's B-I-F-A-N-O, is a 6'5 senior forward. Jaden Haywood is a 5'8 junior forward. Connor Mess is a 5'9 junior guard / forward. And Thomas Ayoob, that's A-Y-O-O-B, is a 6-foot junior guard / forward. So that is your starting lineup for Bridgeport. Again, Duez, Bifano, Haywood, Mess, and Ayoob. For Martinsburg, coming in at 5-1 on the floor, 4-1 officially, led by head coach Dave Rogers in his 42nd season, 790 wins, 224 losses, assisted by Bruce Fowler, Brantley Osborne, Richard Moore, Adam Lewis, Chris Berg, and Daryl Smith. For the Bulldogs, Kamarion Dow is a 6-foot junior. He will start at guard, and we will get into the rest of the starting lineup when we come back. We're going to pause for the anthem here, a 2-minute timeout, and then we're back.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Back again here at Bridgeport. So let's jump back into the starting lineup for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, being introduced to the crowd on hand that is here. Kamarion Dow, a 6-foot junior, starts at guard. Trey Sager is a 6'4 senior forward. Dorn Smith, a 6'3 senior forward. Garrett Stobbs, a 6'2 senior guard/forward. And then Luke Fowler, a 6'5 junior forward. So again, for the Bulldogs, that is Dow, Sager, Dorn Smith, along with Stobbs and Fowler rounding out that starting lineup. And again, Martinsburg without Anthony Smith and Kazon Villa here for this one this evening. We have the starting lineups being introduced now for Bridgeport. They will come from the locker room over on the far side corner to our right, heading out and throwing a T-shirt up into the crowd.
Would it be weird if I jumped?
They're throwing them into the crowd, or at least they were on the other side. I don't know. I don't know if you might be able to, stick your hands up and ask for one of those, but the Bridgeport Indians with the white uniforms. Now they have black lettering as far as the numbers. I guess I should say black numerals with red outline, and then the lettering Bridgeport across the top is red outlined in black. So the opposite. And then Martinsburg in the black uniforms, and they have the orange numerals and the white trim. Martinsburg across the top of those jerseys over top of the numbers.
Matt, I don't often comment on fashion as I sit here in jeans and a Carhartt hoodie, but when did the rolling out of the waistband become the thing to do in basketball?
Over the last handful of years.
I mean, to me, it just looks kind of funny because a lot of these guys have the tags sticking out.
And that's true because you tend to have a little bit of a different color on the inside elastic than you do on the outside part of the shorts, especially in those black uniforms for Martinsburg.
Have you noticed the chubbies are coming back a little bit too? The short shorts?
Yes. Yeah, hey, I see pictures from the yearbook back in the day playing some tennis and went, whoa, the tube socks were too high and the shorts were as well. All right, it's inbounds to get this one underway. Martinsburg's got it. They're shooting at the hoop to our right. Garrett Stobbs out front, firing that three and knocking it down. Stobbs with his 5th on the season. Little inside-out basketball. Sager back out to Stobbs for 3.
Yeah, driving in, kicking out, and a wide-open shot. And we talked about it as Dorn Smith almost gets a steal, pokes it out of bounds. But we talked about it last game. Both Luke Fowler and Garrett Stobbs are so much more efficient if they can just catch and shoot. If they're wide open and have to think about it, you usually see them clank it off the iron. But if it's a quick catch and shoot, they really do have a much higher shooting percentage from beyond the arc.
Haywood with it on that far side. Bounce pass, low post, right side to Ayub, and his shot rattles in and out, no good. He was right there at the rim but couldn't get it to go. And Martinsburg the other way goes to Luke Fowler from this right side. His 3 ball up and good.
Didn't think about it. Run and shoot.
There it is. 2 quick threes. And Martinsburg giving Bridgeport a little of their own medicine, if you will, knocking down the long ball. 6-0 Martinsburg. 3 ball from the left side out of the hands of Haywood. That one rims out no good. Martinsburg the rebound near midcourt. Stobbs grabbing that basketball after he almost lost it. And now Dorn Smith with it on that left side of the floor, dribbling into the lane, kicks out in this right corner, and that's a three for Fowler that comes off the rim. Smith high into the air, he's got the rebound, giving out top to Kamarion down, penetrating into the lane. Some contact, he lost his footing, and it's a traveling violation.
He lost his footing and really kind of tipped the ball to himself as he was going down the lane. A lot of contact, Matt. It looks like they're letting him play tonight, and hopefully that stays consistent. Again, you either want it one way or the other, and when you have two teams like this in the middle of the week that one has a 3-hour bus ride, that's not out of the ordinary to see the refs let them play a little bit.
6-0, that Martinsburg advantage, a minute and a half in. Low post right side, that pass into the hands of Jack Bifano, and as he went up for the shot, it was blocked, but we have a whistle and a foul. That foul going to be on Luke Fowler. That was underneath as Trey Sager came from behind over the top and actually blocked that shot.
Yeah, it must have been somebody. They called it on the arm, but Trey Sager, it looked like, was more near the arms than Luke Fowler was as that first foul shot up and through for Bifano.
Well, he gets to the line a lot. He is 32 of 45, leading this team in free throw attempts. That's a 71% average that he makes him. He misses the second. The rebound to Ayub, knocked away from him. Bridgeport has it, and the pass along the near side off the fingertips of Duez, I believe. Yes, out of bounds. It'll belong to Martinsburg. So Bridgeport got the rebound after that miss on the second free throw, but then eventually threw it away. 6-1 Martinsburg. The Bulldogs have the basketball. Stobbs on this right sideline, dribbling to his left. Sends that skip pass over to Fowler on that left side. He'll drive down to the baseline, stop and pop. Short jumper up and good, and Fowler's off to a good start. Manning averages 5.8 a game. He's got 5 early on.
Yeah, right on the dot right now.
8-1 the Martinsburg lead.
And we talked about some other guys are going to have to step up with that. Anthony Smith playing tonight. Smith adds about 13, almost 14 a game.
Pass on that far side, knocked away by Dorn Smith. He got it to Garrett Stobbs. Stobbs taking it to the rim, went for the layup, and it came off the rim, no good.
No, that wasn't a layup. That was an alley-oop he was trying to throw off the backboard for Dorn Smith.
Well, it did not work, and quickly into the front courts. Bridgeport works to Jack Bifano along the left baseline, and that mid-range jumper good. 8-3, Martinsburg's lead at 5. That's a case where if you're Stobbs, you just got to give it to Dorn Smith, let him go in and have some fun with that slam dunk as opposed to getting too fancy. Martinsburg missed an opportunity. Kamarion Dow from just left to the top of the key with that three. It's off the right of the rim, and Stobbs clears that rebound. Martinsburg will reset the offense.
And Matt, something I've seen from Garrett Stobbs the last couple of games, he's becoming more of a presence down low. He's not just staying outside the three-point arc, which he's done the last couple of years and to start this year, but he's really starting to get down near the low block and assert himself down low.
Luke Fowler with it out top. Started to his right, now has to back it out. Very good defense on him by Ayub. Fowler again gets it on that left wing to Dorn Smith. Penetrating down the right side of the lane to the rim and lays it in. Boy, a quick first step.
Yeah, great take.
10-3, the Martinsburg advantage. 4:40 and counting here in quarter number 1. Duez into the front court on that dribble. Sending to Bifano on that far side beyond the arc. He makes a nice move to the basket, but the underhand scoop shot left it short. Rebound Trey Sager. Quick outlet Luke Fowler. Fowler to the rim and the left-hand leg up good. And we've got a whistle and a timeout. Let's see if it's a full timeout or not. It's a 30, so let's take the 30-second break with 4:24 remaining in quarter number 1 and Martinsburg leading 12-3.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Well, Martinsburg scored 8 of the first 9 points in this one. They had a 6-0 lead, a 6-1 lead, then an 8-1 lead after a bucket from Bridgeport. Martinsburg taking that lead now out to 12-3, and let's see if Indians can settle down a little bit after the timeout. To Dorn Smith getting into the passing lane along the near side, down in the corner, and it went off of him and out of bounds. May have been a kick that they call in there as well. The inbounds will come from Haywood on the sideline. That's right near the end of that Bulldog bench. He gets to Duez on this left wing deep. Bridgeport shooting at the hoop to our left. They'll swing it in that left corner to Bifano. He's their leading scorer, 17.8 a game. Out top to Duez. Around the mess on that right wing. Ayub with it now beyond the arc. Holds on to it before giving off to Duez. Good man-to-man defense by the Dogs. Mess from the up and good. Matt, that's a nice three because that was not a wide-open look.
No, it was not, and good ball movement, but like you mentioned, good man-to-man defense for Martinsburg, so it's going to come down to either a very long possession, which that was for Bridgeport, or it's going to be a contested three, but Mess doing a good job of knocking that one down under some pressure.
He's their leading three-point shooter. Mess has now hit 25 of them on the season. 12-6, the Bulldog lead. They go low post on the right side of the lane to Trey Sager, and as he turned to put up the shot, it came off the rim, no good, and Luke Fowler is called with a foul going after the rebound. That would be the second on Fowler.
And I want to go back to that shot by Trey Sager. Throughout the season, I'd like to see him work on more of a baby hook. It seems like every time he gets in the lane, it's a turnaround jump shot. He's got the size. I'd like to see him just go up with one hand and try the hook shot. I think there'd be a whole lot more opportunity, and he may get some better shot opportunities.
3:25 and counting in quarter number one. Duez working across that midcourt stripe. Bridgeport basketball. Passes far side and threw it behind Haywood and out of bounds. Haywood cut to the basket, and Duez was not expecting that, and that's a turnover. So the Dogs will inbound from that far sideline. Martinsburg with a 6-point lead in the ball. Kamarion Dow holds the fist up with that right hand as he crosses midcourt, giving the indication of what the offense is to do. Man-to-man defense for Bridgeport, and Duez knocks it away from Dow as he got into the lane. Haywood picked up the loose ball. Now Duez into the front court, back to Haywood, cutting in on the right angle. We've got a whistle, and let's see.
That's a charge.
It is going to be
Player
a
control
charge.
Foul. Good job, Cyril Ngasa, getting those feet set. Looked like he was still sliding that 1 foot. He'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jaden Haywood, the 5'8 junior forward, picks up his first, and it will be Martinsburg ball. That'll count as a turnover as well. Checking into the lineup, Antonio Renzelli, and he will give Ayub a breather for Bridgeport. You mentioned Cyril Ngasa in for Martinsburg. He's been the only sub so far. Into the front court. Garrett Stobbs with it, dribbling to his right, gives to Kamarion Dow from this right sideline. He fires up the shot. It did not go, but as Sager was trying to tip in the putback from the backside of the rim, a whistle and a foul. I think he's going to get 2 free throws. That foul will go on 1-5. Jack Befano, his first, team's second, and they're going to call that actually on the floor.
And that's the right call. He was going up for the rebound. I mean, he may have been trying to tip it in, but I don't think that's a guarantee, so I think that's a good call by our 3 officials.
Inbounds goes to Dorn Smith, left side from about 12 feet out. Smith knocks down that mid-range jumper. He's got 4 early points. 14-6 Martinsburg. Dogs getting off to a good shooting start in this one. Duez driving into the lane, giving it off. That was Haywood who had a moment. Mess in that right corner, dribbles out on the wing, goes back into that right corner for a 3 ball from Mitchell Duez. The 5'10 junior has his 13th of the season. 14-9. That Bulldog lead is at 5, and a traveling violation on Dorn Smith deep on that left side of the floor. I've got 3 turnovers for Martinsburg, 3 as well for Bridgeport.
Yeah, just in the middle of a dribble, shuffling those feet. Never picked the basketball up, but just a very high dribble and shuffled those feet, a little stutter step as he was looking to drive the lane.
Duez driving into the lane. Nice bounce feed down low post left side to Befano. His shot would not go, but he's going to get a couple of free throws. He was fouled as he was going up, and that personal on the Bulldogs, Trey Sager. His first, team foul number 3. Getting ready to check in is Anthony Spatafor, 6'1 sophomore guard for Bridgeport. Free throw on the way, and it's short off the front of the rim. Befano, we said a 71% foul shooter coming in, has made just 1 of 3 in this opening period. He's got 3 points, including a shot from the floor. Second free throw on the way. This one is good. For a second time, he gets 1 of 2. 14-10, the Martinsburg lead is at 4.
Consistency, it's all you can ask for.
I don't know. I think Coach is going to ask for more than 50%. Trey Sager on this near side, trying a little fancy dribbling. Had it poked away by Befano as he picks it up. Befano, that is. Sager sticks a hand in there and tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with Bridgeport on the Bulldogs' 4th turnover.
With the amount of threes that Trey Sager puts up and the amount of dribbling he does from beyond the arc, you think he's really a guard at heart? He's a guard in the power forward body.
Yeah. I mean, he is 6'4", so on the high school level, he may be more of a forward. On the next level, if he looks to play, he may be more of a guard.
Ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay Bridgeport Indian basketball, baseline inbound.
Yep, there was a dribble drive along that right baseline, and a Bulldog got a hand in there to poke it away. Inbounds to Befano. Foul line extended right side. He's going to give it that three ball on the way. I'm waiting for the number. There it is. It's Anthony Spatafor, who had just come in off the bench, and he knocks down his 5th three of the year. Matt, here we go. They hit 9 a game. They've got 3 in this opening quarter.
Yeah, 9 of the 13 so far.
14-13, the Bulldog lead cut to 1. Low post right side, Dorn Smith turning into the lane. Mid-range jump shot comes off the side of the iron. Rebound to Bridgeport. Duez at the midcourt stripe, guarded by Smith. Giving it off to Spatafor on the left wing, dribbling to his right. Sends to Duez in that corner. Ball poked away. He regains control. Giving to Spatafor, back to Duez on the left wing to Haywood. His three ball, and it is up and good. Jaden Haywood has his 23rd of the season. That's 4 threes in this opening quarter for Bridgeport, who now leads 16-14.
And watch Jack Bufano here. He came up gingerly on the last rebound down low for Bridgeport, and it looks like they're trying to send somebody in for him, but I would take it right at him here if you're Trey Sager, like he's doing.
That is exactly what he did. A dribble drive from the right side into the lane. Missed that shot a little strong. Rebound Cyril Ngasa dribbling to his right from left to right. Got back into that lane where he draws contact, and he'll get a couple of free throws as the foul goes on Jaden Haywood. And the 5'8 junior now has his second foul. That stops the clock with 35.7 left in our opening quarter. Free throw on the way. Off the back rim, no good. Ngasa 1 for 2 from the line coming in on the season and misses that one. Another opportunity will be coming for him. Hey, freshman results versus Kaiser. And it was Kaiser getting the win over the Martinsburg freshman team today, 51-21, thanks Coach Chris Berg. Second free throw coming for Ngasa. It is up. It is good. So he's got his first point of the night, 16-15, a 1-point Bridgeport lead. They have rallied after trailing 8-1 early and 12-3. I'd say that timeout for Coach Marshall did the trick.
Again, 12 of the 16 coming from beyond the arc there. Right now, beating Martinsburg with the way you expected them to.
And on to the floor is Alex Chittero, and Chittero on that left wing dribbling out towards the midcourt stripe, lost control of that dribble, ended up falling, and it's a backcourt violation. That will be a turnover, and Martinsburg will have it with 17.3 remaining, and very quickly, Thomas Agub checks back into the Bridgeport lineup. In a very entertaining first quarter, can Martinsburg get the final bucket and regain the lead?
Well, they're going to take the final bucket, or at least take the final shot, it looks like.
Jess Sutherland setting a screen deep on that left wing for Kamarion Dow. Skips a pass to this right side to Cyril Ngasa. Gets down to the baseline. And we get an offensive foul for a push-off on Cyril Ngasa. That'll be his first, team's fourth. That's a Bulldog turnover. And with 1.5 seconds left, Bridgeport will get a heave for the final shot. Inbounds to Duez. A three-quarter court baseball shot hits the rafters. And we will head to quarter number 2 when we come back. A 60-second break, and then we return to Bridgeport where the Indians lead Martinsburg 16-15.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Along with Matt Crawford, I am Matt Miller. John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Back at the studio, Colin McLaughlin is our engineer.
John almost running over our TV10 camera there.
16-15 is the lead for Bridgeport. They've got the basketball as we get this second quarter underway. Spatafor sending it to Mess. to Ayub down along that left baseline. They'll work back out to Renzelli from straightaway three ball. Rims in and out for Titchener. Rebound tipped around, and eventually Sutherland controls Martinsburg basketball. Dorn Smith into the front court to Stobbs from the right corner. His three off the rim, and Ayub with a great box out of Ngasa, able to get to that basketball.
Very close to losing that and dribbling on the baseline. He could have been more than an inch or two away from doing that.
Each team with a possession to open this second period, and still an Indians 1 point lead, 16-15, 7:15 and counting in our second quarter. Messel on that right sideline, dribbling to his left to the top of the key, turns and gives back to Spatafor. Guarded there by Stubbs. To Titchener out front. Back again on that right side to Renzelli. Renzelli pushing, and down goes Cyril Ngasa. Basketball was loose. Stobbs was able to grab it, and as he was going down, apparently called for a timeout, so he didn't get called for a travel. So Martinsburg will maintain. Boy, that is big. That'll be a 30-second timeout. Let's take the 30-second break as well. 6:58 remaining in our first half, back in 30, with Martinsburg down by 1.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Well, thank you to Martinsburg Athletic Director Davis Moore. The Turtles sending us the JV score in girls play, and it was a JV girls win for Martinsburg at Hedgesville, 48-33. That girls game now getting underway. 16-15, Bridgeport leading here. Dorn Smith along the right side of the lane came to a jump stop, turned and put up the short jumper off the rim, no good. It was Trey Sager with the rebound, got it to Kamarion Dow, and his bounce feed in the lane is kicked as he was trying to get it to Dorn Smith. Martinsburg will maintain possession. I do have an 8-4 rebounding edge right now for Martinsburg. They've done a nice job on the boards. Inbounds to Dorn Smith on this right side of the floor to Kamarion Dow. Around on the left wing to Cyril Ngasa to Dorn Smith at the high post. Good pass down low. Trey Sager layup good off the glass. Count it. And there's a foul. Here's a little high-low basketball for you. Foul goes on Antonio Renzelli, and the 5'10 junior has his first, team's fourth. Back onto the floor, Bafano, and coming back in as well. So that mess it is. He's out there with Duez. Ayub out there also. Free throw on the way, and it is short off the rim. Sager cannot complete the three-point play. Normally a 60% foul shooter. Rebound to Bridgeport, 17-16. Martinsburg, though, back in front by 1. Duez on that right wing, giving off to Bafano in the left corner. His three ball, a little strong off the backside of the rim, and the rebound to Kamarion Dow. Brings it across midcourt himself, slows it down as the Bulldogs set up offensively. Ngasa beyond the arc, left side. Guarded there in that man-to-man by Renzelli. Pass goes at the high post to Trey Sager. His bounce speed down low to Dorn Smith. Tipped. It's out of bounds off of Thomas Ayub. Martinsburg will maintain the possession. 6:04 to play in the first half. Stobbs to trigger the inbounds baseline left. Gets it into Dorn Smith left of the lane. Takes a dribble into that paint. Left that right-hand shot short off the rim and unable to save it from going out of bounds. Antonio Renzelli gets out off of him. It's coming off the fingertips of a Bridgeport player. Renzelli right there trying to save it, but just could not. Stobbs looking, works that inbounds pass where it's stolen by Ayub, and a great job as he was going out of bounds. He bounced it off the feet of Cyril Ngasa, and it is a Martinsburg turnover, Bridgeport ball.
Just dodgeballed it.
Yep. 17-16, the Bulldog lead at 1.
One of the fun rules in basketball. Hey, it's going out of bounds. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can off of you, and it's legal.
It's perfectly legal, absolutely. Bafano on that right side of the floor picked up the dribble. Dorn Smith all over him. Pass out top goes to Duez. Duez spinning towards the foul line, working to Ayub. Around a mess on this left side, but off his hands and out of bounds. I just didn't look it in, and that is a turnover. I've got 5 now on the Indians, 6 on the Bulldogs. Still a 1-point Martinsburg lead. Very little scoring so far here in this second quarter. In fact, just a 2-point bucket for Trey Sager. 5:27 and counting in our first half. Sager low post on the right side, gave it to Kamari Dow as he went into the lane, gave out top to Dorn Smith. 17-footer rims out, rebound tipped. Renzelli controls.
Dorn does a fantastic job, better than just about anybody I've seen in this area do, of following his shot.
Mess from the right side with a long three. It's off the rim, and the rebound goes all the way out beyond the arc where it's pulled in by Duez, but then his pass in the lane stolen by Dorn Smith. Smith into the front court, giving it off to Dow on this right wing. Out top to Ngasa. Ball fake on the three. He penetrates, finds Stobbs from the left corner. His three, and air ball, and into the hands of Renzelli. Oh, boy. Good ball movement.
Yeah, Bridgeport going to slow it down now. There's a couple of straight possessions flying up and down the floor.
Duez in the front court, maintaining that dribble, sending to Mess on the right wing. Works down low to Bafana with his back to the basket. Starts into the lane. A couple of spin moves. Nice defense. Sager. Pass goes back to Mess. Right baseline. 17-footer rims out. Sager the rebound. Quick outlet to Ngasa. Down the floor to Dorn Smith. Smith around the defender to the right baseline. Takes it to the rim and lays it in. Dorn Smith will make it 19-16 Martinsburg.
And Bridgeport just looking for a bucket here. They haven't scored in the second quarter, and we're almost halfway through the quarter.
Martinsburg has only put in 2 baskets. They've scored 4 so far in the quarter. And on the angle right side as Duez was making his move. A whistle and a foul about 18 feet from the bucket. Foul goes on 1-3. Cyril Ngasa, and that's going to be his second foul. And remember, you're without Kazon Villa and without Anthony Smith. I'm waiting for Avion Blackwood, and yep, there he is, right on cue. So, in the 5'10 sophomore guard. Inbounds pass coming. Mess on the right baseline, giving that one to Duez. Nice ball fake, and then a step back three from the right side. That one came off the rim, no good. Looked like it hit the basket support.
And right now, Bridgeport can't buy a bucket with 3:55 remaining before the half, and they're just looking for anything.
Martinsburg into the offensive end. Blackwood with it on this right wing. Left-hand drive into the lane. Tried a little dump pass. It was knocked away, and eventually it is a steal. Coming away with that one is Duez down the floor. Taken right back from him by Kamari Dow, but he ends up going out of bounds. That's a great move by Dow to get underneath of the man with the ball going to the rim and strip him. Did not commit the foul, but prevented the easy bucket. Nice defense. 19-16. That lead remains for Martinsburg. Inbounds pass. That was Titchener, I believe, who checked in, and the inbounds is stolen. Kamari Dow into the front court. Forced to slow it down with good defense. Gives it off, and that's Blackwood. Baseline left side, knocks down that 10 to 12-foot jumper. Avion Blackwood with his first bucket. 21-16.
One shot made right up to his average. He averages 1.8 a game coming in.
Martinsburg has scored the only 6 points so far in this second quarter, and we've got just 3:15 on a running second quarter clock. Duez on the left side beyond the arc. Going to shoot that long three. It's off the rim. Rebound tipped around. Coming down with it was Bafano. He in the lane, spinning, goes the underhand scoop shot. Did not go, and the rebound to Dorn Smith. Quick outlet pass down the floor to Blackwood. He tried to get it back to Dorn Smith, but through his hands, and it's a steal for Duez. Duez into the front court. Little Euro step around the defender Dow. Left that shot short. Rebound Sager. Quick outlet Dow up that far side. Little behind the back dribble to get by Ayub. Then spins, puts it up with a left hand, but off the glass and the rim, and Bafano grabs this rebound. Couple of trips up and down for both teams. Neither can find the bucket.
Yeah, Bridgeport has tried from beyond the arc. They've tried in a fast break. They've tried working it inside the paint and just can't find the bottom of the bucket here in the second quarter.
Spatafor on that right wing, dribbling with the left hand all the way out around the perimeter. Had the basketball knocked away in a double team. That was Blackwood and Dorn Smith, and eventually Smith able to tie up Spatafor, and it is a held ball, and the possession will go to Martinsburg. That is a turnover. Bulldog basketball. 21-16, the Martinsburg lead. It was a 16-15 lead for Bridgeport as we came into quarter number 2. Not a lot of points in this second quarter. It's not like they've been holding it. Each team going up and down the floor, but just ice cold here in this second quarter. Kamari Dow slowly works into the front court for the Bulldogs. They continue to shoot at the basket to our right. Dorn Smith giving to Jess Sutherland, back to the basket. Works his way towards the side of the paint. Out top to Kamari Dow. Dow into the lane. He floats it up. It rolls around the rim and drops through. First two for Kamari Dow. 6-foot junior guard makes it 23-16, and that Bulldog lead at 7. Ball in the hands of Spatafor along that far side. Gets it to Chitterow. Chitterow's pass knocked into the backcourt where Mess runs it down. They'll work that ball around and finally into that right corner. A 3-ball on the way up and good for Anthony Spatafor, his second of the ball game. Boy, did they need that one.
Yeah, and just like that, Martinsburg's held them scoreless until that shot. Still just a 4-point game.
Yeah.
The Dogs have not been able to take advantage on the offensive end.
Jess Sutherland at the high post. They call him with a traveling violation. I didn't see it as he took that pass at the high post. He put it on the floor, was making his move towards the paint, and that is a whistle and a turnover. 23-19. Martinsburg with the lead, 120 and counting in our first half. Spatafor going to run the point and bring it into the front court. Blackwood is going to wait on him in this Bulldog man-to-man. Spatafor moving to his left, getting to the side of the paint, picked up that dribble. Passes into the corner, and that's a strong drive down the left baseline for Alex Chitterow, and Chitterow puts it up and in. 23-21, don't look now, just a 2-point game.
Under a minute left before the half. If you're Martinsburg, you'd like to get at least a 2 for 1 here. Get a shot up here in the next few seconds. Force Bridgeport to shoot one at the other end and try to get 2 offensive possessions for the end of the half.
Norton Smith beyond the arc on this right side, dribbling to his left, had the basketball poked away. He dives to get it, gives it off to Sager. Good bounce feed down low to Sutherland, gave a little ball fake and then missed the shots.
Boy, that was a beautiful pass by Sager. No look. Wasn't even behind the back. It was really just palm back pass.
Yep. Ayub grabbing the rebound, and now Bridgeport into the front court. A chance to tie, maybe even take the lead. Chitterow out top, giving to Ayub on that right sideline down near the corner. Puts it on the floor with a dribble. Double team comes to him. He tries to get rid of the pass. It's knocked away and goes out of bounds off of Ayub. It'll belong to Martinsburg.
There you go, 2 for 1 opportunity here.
13.8 to play in our first half. 23-21. Martinsburg with a 2-point lead. See if they can add to it. Inbounds to Blackwood, who lets it roll up to the midcourt stripe, now picks it up. Blackwood sending to Sutherland beyond the arc left side. Lobbing intended for Dorn Smith. Eventually he has it. Nope, he lost it, and the loose ball's picked up by Spatafor. Spatafor quickly up the floor, and a desperation 3 from the right side on the run for Antonio Renzelli. Off the rim and the backboard, no good. And we go into the locker room at the half with Martinsburg out in front by 2. A 2-minute timeout, and then we return to get our halftime activities underway at the intermission here at Bridgeport. Martinsburg leads Bridgeport 23-21.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
The Bridgeport dance team entertaining the crowd on hand here. Again, still around the Mountain State, mostly parents and a family of players and coaches. And, of course, not many able to make that trip for Martinsburg, but we are glad that we can bring you the action here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and Talk Radio WRNR. Well, Matt, a very entertaining first half. Martinsburg got out to the big early lead. It was 6-0. It was 8-1. They got it out to 12-3. Bridgeport calls a timeout. And whatever Coach Marshall said, it worked as the Indians rallied, and they led 16-15 going into quarter number 2. But in that second quarter, somebody put a lid on both baskets.
Yeah, somebody decided they were going to play through peanut butter in that second quarter offensively. Martinsburg outscoring Bridgeport 8-4, so just 12 combined points in that second quarter, and hopefully the two offenses can figure it out here at the half, and we get back to what we saw in quarter number 1.
Yeah, well, hey, it's a tight ball game, and we heard head coach Dave Rogers talk about that in our pregame interview, that they've had those tight ball games against Musselman, against Jefferson. They've found a way to get those wins. Martinsburg may need to dig into that experience in a tight one here on the road in this second half. We shall wait and see. Let's take another 2-minute timeout. On the other side of the break, we'll run some of the numbers from this first half again at the intermission. Martinsburg leads here at Bridgeport 23-21.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
A shout out to Brian Horner sending us another girls' score. The Jefferson girls have a 30-26 lead against Musselman. That game at Jefferson High School, and that is at the half. The Martinsburg-Hedgesville varsity girls game, I'm sure, well underway now. We had a varsity final earlier from Davis Moore. We'll give you those scores as we get them throughout our broadcast here. Matt, let's take a look at the first half numbers.
Start with Bridgeport leading the way for them with 6 points. Anthony Spadford, that's 2 threes for him. 4 points for Jack Bufano. He also went 2 of 4 from the line. And then threes are wild. Mitchell Duez hit 1 3, as did Jaden Haywood and Connor Mess. And then 1 basket for Alex Chittero. Let's go over to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Individual numbers for them, 7 points. And leading all scorers so far, Luke Fowler. And those all coming in the first quarter. 6 points for Dorn Smith. 3 points for Garrett Stobbs. It was 1-3 in the first quarter. And 2 points for Kamarian Dow. Trey Sager, who's gone 0 of 1 from the line. And Cyril Ngasa has also hit 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That is his only point of the night so far. Avion Blackwood has also hit a bucket.
All right, some team totals look like this. Martinsburg hitting a pair of threes. They're 1 of 3 from the line. That's 33%. Bridgeport has hit 5 from beyond the arc. but they're 2 of 4 from the foul line. That's 50%. I've got 13 rebounds for Martinsburg, 10 for Bridgeport, and the Bulldogs committing 10 turnovers. Bridgeport at 9 turnovers. 4 fouls committed by the Indians and 5 for Martinsburg. So the stats showing just how tight this one is. It's tight on the scoreboard, 23-21, Martinsburg with a 2-point lead. Another 2-minute timeout on the other side of this break. We're ready to get our second half underway. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton running our TV 10 camera. Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. Thanks again to Martinsburg A.D. Davis Moore. 18-9. Martinsburg has the lead over Hedgesville after one in girls action back in the Eastern Panhandle. So we've had that scoring update. We've had one with Jefferson leading Musselman. No reports yet on Spring Mills at Washington. All right, Bridgeport going to get the basketball. Let's get our second half underway. Duez, Bafano, Haywood, Mess, and Ayub. Starting five right back out there, and they'll go to Bafano. Low post left side. His pass knocked away, but he regains control. Gets it out to Mess in the right corner. Three didn't go. Ayub, the rebound. His put back off the mark, and Trey Sager able to grab that rebound. Long baseball pass down the floor. Dorn Smith driving in on the right angle. Got down to the baseline, turned, and hit that short jump shot.
Yeah, good runner for Smith, fighting through a little bit of contact on that shooting arm.
25-21, so the Dogs with a good defensive effort, leading to a rebound and a fast break opportunity on that long down the floor pass. They put two more on the board. Ayub from the right corner, giving that off to Bafano. Bafano driving, had his shot blocked by Dorn Smith, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Smith was high up into the air to block that one right around the rim. And the foul goes on Trey Sager. So it was a clean block. Trey Sager kind of has a smile on his face. Now two officials are going to get together to make sure, I guess, that they have the right number. There is the explanation. The underneath official going to let Sager know, yep, foul stands on him, and it will be Bafano to the line, where he was 2 for 4 in that first half. Free throw up, off the back of the rim, no good. Boy, just a tough night for Bafano from the line. Came in averaging 17.8, has had a season high of 24. Normally a 71% foul shooter, but so far he's 1 of 2 every time he goes to the line.
And just staying consistent. You know what you're getting tonight.
That's true. 25-22. That Martinsburg lead is at 3. Kamarion Dow into the front court. Dow on that right wing, passing off intended for Dorn Smith. Knocked away and out of bounds. Good defense by Jaden Haywood. It'll belong to Martinsburg with the inbound quarter court from that far sideline. 56 seconds gone by here in our second half. Fowler triggering that inbounds. Getting it to Stobbs. Started left, goes right, goes left again. Pretty good defense on him there by Mess. Pass goes to Dow on that right sideline. Sends back on this left wing to Dorn Smith. Smith down the left of the lane, stops and pops. 10-foot jumper, rims out. Trey Sager, rebound, put back basket. Good as Sager battled. Eventually controlled that basketball and made the shot.
Yeah, didn't come down with it either. Good move by Trey Sager. He's now got 4 in the game.
27-22. And Martinsburg lead at 5. Duez in the front court, sending far side intended for Mess. Good defense. Dorn Smith got into the passing lane and knocked it out of bounds. Inbounds coming quarter court far side. Mess looking to get it in. Still looking, still looking, still looking. Eventually throws it free at the midcourt stripe where Kamarion Dow grabs it and drives it in for the leg out.
Well, that was a unique inbound play. Only one guy moving. Everybody else standing virtually flat-footed and not moving. So the inbound really only one place to go, and that option wasn't open. Had to get the basketball in for it was a 5-second call.
So that turnover, the 10th against Bridgeport, leads to that Martinsburg fast break. 29-22, the Dogs. Duez down the left side of the paint with an underhand scoop shot, I believe, deflected and then goes out of bounds off of Bridgeport. Dorn Smith there to help deflect that shot, and it will belong to Martinsburg. So after a slow second quarter, that saw just 5 points on 2 shots from the floor, one of those a three-pointer. Bridgeport in the early going of the second quarter has just 1 of 2 from the foul line, and that's it. Far side of the floor, Kamarion Dow had it knocked away by Duez, able to get it off to Dorn Smith. Smith, low post right side, had it poked away. Pass goes back out to Dow. Dow moving to his right to Sager. Little ball fake beyond the arc, drives that baseline to Stobbs, around to Fowler, left side 3-ball on the way. Rims out, no good. Sager to the backside rebound. Passes out top to Kamarion Dow. His 3 off the mark, and then Bufano lost it, tried to save it from going out of bounds, and it went right into the hands of Dorn Smith for 2.
And a rare wide open underneath the basket for Dorn Smith. It's not a dunk.
31-22, Martinsburg pushing that lead out, and that is going to lead to a timeout. Bridgeport head coach Dave Marshall says he wants to talk about it. Another 30-second break. Let's take it as well. 30 seconds, and then we return with 5:20 remaining in the third, and Martinsburg in front 31-22.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Matt, it is deja vu all over again. Martinsburg opened this game on an 8-1 run. They've opened the second half on an 8-1 run.
Well, we're almost 3 minutes gone in quarter number 3, and since the end of the first quarter, 6 points have been scored by Bridgeport.
Penetrating into the lane was Renzelli. Passed it out in that right corner to Duez. His bounce feed to Haywood, cutting down the left of the lane. His shot short off the rim. Rebound tipped all the way out where it's grabbed by Martinsburg and then into the front court. Eventually, the ball goes to Luke Fowler to Sager, cutting into the lane. He'll find the cutter down the left baseline. Dorn Smith takes the pass and lays it in.
And Smith's now got 12 points. 6 already here in quarter number 3.
And Martinsburg has their first double-digit lead now at 11. Duez spinning at the top of the key, trying to get away from Kamarion Dow, and Dow with the reach-in foul. That will be just his first. Team foul number 2 here in this second half. So the Dogs continue that run as well, Matt, as they push that run out to a 10-1 run to open up this third quarter. Duez in the front court, sending to Mess in this right corner. Left-hand dribble around that three-point arc, turns and sends to Haywood again on this right side. Swing it back around to Mess on that left wing. He's just not been able to really get his shot up tonight. Martinsburg's done a nice job on him defensively. Haywood double-teamed on that far side. Eventually getting it out to Duez. Back to Haywood. Left side three on the way. Around the rim and out. No good. Stops the rebound. Dogs want to run. Quick outlet. Luke Fowler. Fowler down the left of the lane with a left-hand layup. Didn't go. Dorn Smith there to follow. Tips it in.
Just comes flying through the lane to Dorn Smith. Somehow enough body control to slow down right at the rim and tip that one back in. He's got 8 now in the third quarter alone.
35-22 Martinsburg, and Duez's pass on that far side split 2 guys. Mess and Renzelli went out of bounds, and that's another turnover. Martinsburg basketball.
And Bridgeport still playing through peanut butter right now.
Okay, you got to explain that. I believe we've had a few people who haven't quite gotten that.
Yeah, text me directly. They're fighting through things. They're having a tough time doing anything normally. Like they're fighting through peanut butter. Peanut butter's thick. Peanut butter's tough to get through. That's what they're playing like right now.
Kamarion Dow on that left wing, penetrating into the paint with a right-hand dribble, gave to Dorn Smith on the left side to Garrett Stobbs, and the 3-ball up and good, his second of the night. He's got 6 on the season, and the Dog barrage continues. 38-22 Martinsburg.
Well, this is the issue for Bridgeport. You live by the 3, you die by the 3, and right now being slaughtered by the 3.
Dorn Smith gets the steal. Quick outlet to Kamarion Dow. Dow going to take it length of the floor and get the leg up. 40-22 Martinsburg, the lead out to 18, and Martinsburg is on a 17-1 run to get this third quarter started. Another timeout needed for Bridgeport. It's a 60-second break. We'll take the entire 60 seconds as well. Back after this with 3:10 left in the third, and Martinsburg in front, 40-22.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
All right, here we go. The ball belonging to Bridgeport coming out of the timeout, now down by 18.
And Matt, you tell some frustration from the bench after that timeout for Bridgeport. Coach Marshall just not happy, and quite frankly, not sure what he could be happy about right now, but that's a great call out of the timeout.
There you go. Antonio Renzelli cutting down the left baseline, taking that bounce feed from Duez and getting the leg up. That's what they needed.
His first basket of the night.
Now they got to get a stop on the other end, and they do. Kamarion Dow's pass was wide of its intended target. That's a steal. Haywood got it off, and then down the floor to Agoob, and Agoob will get the bucket. It's a goaltend on Dorn Smith.
And Smith's got to watch that. That's now the second straight game that he's been called for a goaltend. I get you want to have the highlight block, but at the same time, you got to understand that once it hits the backboard, you can't touch it.
So Martinsburg back the other way. 40-26, that advantage. Dorn Smith, top of the key. 3-ball on the way. It's off the rim and the backboard. Rebound tipped around and eventually out of bounds. It's off Trey Sager. Bridgeport basketball. Now the Indians coming to life a little. Couple of buckets. Steal. Now good defense and a missed shot by the Dogs. And Bridgeport the other way. Duez on that left wing. Giving that Zelli in the corner. He's going to drive that baseline again in a traveling violation.
He knew what he wanted to do, just one too many steps getting that job done.
We've got 5 turnovers now in this third quarter. That would be 14 on the ball game. 40-26. Martinsburg with the lead. 2:13 and counting in our third quarter. Fowler on that right side to Stobbs out top on that left side to Dow down in the corner. Back at the foul line to Dorn Smith. He went down the right side of the lane as he came to a jump stop. There's contact. They count that shot and a 3-point opportunity for Dorn Smith.
Heck of a continuation right there.
That foul on Thomas Ayub. It is his first. And Dorn Smith, Matt, continues to light it up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's now got 10 points in the quarter, 16, now 17. on the game as he makes that free throw, gets 3 the old-fashioned way.
76% free throw shooter, 13 of 17 on the year. Put that one through. 43-26, Martinsburg under 2 minutes to play in the third. They're running away with it here in this third quarter, off to a 17-1 start to this period. Good backdoor cut for Ayu, but he lost his footing and the basketball. A turnover as Martinsburg comes away with it. Stobbs ahead to Fowler on that right side of the floor. Skips a pass across that floor where Ayub steps into the passing lane and gets the steal.
Looks like a linebacker intercepting the slot receiver right there.
And now the pass back the other way goes to Ayub, who was down at his feet. He was able to control it. And now a deep three from the right side for Anthony Spatafor. Up and good. Man, the sophomore's got his third long-distance bomb tonight. 43-29. Bridgeport not going away quietly, that's for sure.
Yeah, a little run. Still down 14, but offense starting to click a little bit more now.
Fowler from that right wing with a left-hand dribble drive into the lane. Put that shot up too strong. Rebound got tipped high into the air, and Bridgeport the other way. Now under a minute remaining. Duez, right corner three. It comes off the rim. Rebound top of the key to Dorn Smith. Smith going to slow it down as he gets into the front court. Maintaining that dribble and now giving to Kamarion down. And let's see. The Dogs may try to hold for a final shot. Head coach Dave Rogers up off that bench, giving some instruction in the pass. Knocked away. Stolen. Renzelli saved it from going out of bounds. Just an ill-advised pass and a Bulldog turnover. Duez the other way from the right baseline, stops from about 10 feet out. His shot rims out, and the rebound to Kamarion Dow. Dow down the floor, bouncing a pass intended for Dorn Smith, stolen by Haywood. Haywood into the front court. He's going to slow it down, giving to Ayub, and now to Spatafor. Gave the ball fake, drove in, passed out on the left wing. Three ball up and good. Jaden Haywood has his second three. 43-32. The Martinsburg lead cut down, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
Whatever Coach Marshall said to his team out of that last time out, it certainly fired them up.
Wow, 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here with just 14.6 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. But, yeah, this team really coming to life. I guess finally getting out of the peanut butter, Matt.
Yes, getting out of the Skippy.
And then they've been doing it by knocking down shots, and that's what they weren't doing.
And turnovers.
Yes.
What did Coach Rogers say at the beginning of the game? 25 turnovers against Jefferson in their last game, and really a lot of these points in transition. And the whole night, you can give the exact number, but the turnover's still a little bit higher than I'm sure Coach Rogers would want in a game that up until a few minutes ago was really one-sided.
Yeah, I've got 14 turnovers on Martinsburg tonight. We still got another full quarter to play.
Yeah, so not great so far.
They're averaging about 13 a game, so that's above their average.
And odds are you're probably going to get another 3 or 4 in that fourth quarter, just the way that the game of basketball goes.
Garrett Stobbs with the inbounds. It'll be taken by Kamarion Dow. He's going to let it roll all the way to that midcourt stripe and into the front court. Now picks it up, and the clock starts. Down to 12, down to 11, down to 10 seconds. Stobbs deep on that right wing. Couple between the legs dribble. Skip pass down into the left corner to Kamarion Dow. Started to drive that baseline. Had to pass it to Stobbs on the far side off his hand, and there's another turnover.
Make that 15 turnovers.
Wow.
I'm not sure that's what Coach Rogers called in that timeout.
Not at all. 1.4 ticks remaining in our third quarter. A desperation opportunity for Bridgeport. Titchener getting the inbound. Spatafor a little better than half court. It's an air ball on the shot, and we will head to quarter number 4 when we come back. A 60-second timeout at the end of 3 here in Bridgeport. It is Martinsburg 43, Bridgeport 32.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman, Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. Thanks to Davis Moore, Martinsburg Athletic Director, letting us know Martinsburg has a 33-15 lead at the half over Hedgesville in girls play. Bulldog basketball to get this fourth quarter started. Nice job, Dorn Smith driving along that right baseline, found the cutter in the lane. That was Trey Sager for the easy two.
Yeah, Dorn Smith had two defenders draw in on him. They know how dangerous he's been around the basket tonight. He's got 17 so far, and it left Trey Sager wide open in the lane.
Boy, nice low post move along that right side of the paint for Jack Bifano as he spun, got open, and laid it in. 45-34, the Martinsburg advantage. Dorn Smith beyond the arc, left wing. Giving to Stobbs around to Dow, right sideline. Guarded there by Duez. He'll give it right back out to Stobbs between the circles. He's going to back it out. Passing to Trey Sager. Still beyond that three-point line. A little behind the back dribble. Gives to Dorn Smith along that baseline left side as he got into the lane. The basketball was knocked free. Fowler came up with a loose ball. Giving out top to Dow. Started to drive, backed it out. Starts again and gives to Sager on this left sideline. Nice defense by Bridgeport. Dogs swing it around. Keeping it outside of that three-point line for the most part. Fowler on that dribble, almost lost it. Sending back on this left wing, intended for Dow, and that's an easy steal for Duez. To the rim, he lays it up and in. There you go, another turnover for Martinsburg, and just not a good pass. 45-36. Dogs need to be careful. Bridgeport could gain some momentum. Still plenty of time, under 6.5 to play. Dow on the left wing, takes it down towards the baseline, and we got a whistle and a foul. Wow, that one going to go on Mitchell Duez, the 5'10 junior. He averages 9.7 a game. Maddie's got 5 so far in this one. The junior guard has his first foul, just the team's second. In fact, both teams have just 2 fouls so far in this second half. Inbounds pass, low post, right side to Dorn Smith. Spun to his left, in the lane. Short jump shot, rattled around the rim and out, off the hands of Sager, and Duez comes away with it.
Yeah, somehow Duez comes away with it. There was 2 black jerseys down there. Very easily could have got that rebound.
Duez, a left-hand three, deep from the right wing, comes off the rim in the backboard. Trey Sager grabs that rebound. A one and done for Bridgeport, and Martinsburg the other way. Under 6 minutes to play in this one. 45-36, that Martinsburg advantage. Sager on that left wing, giving it off to Dorn Smith. Starts to drive towards the paint. Stops, gives to Dow on that right wing. He'll drive it into the lane. No-look pass. Tipped up into the air. It was grabbed by Trey Sager, and then he's stripped. It's out of bounds, staying with Martinsburg. Haywood comes back in as Connor Mess takes a breather for Bridgeport. Fowler with the inbounds. Baseline left side. Works it down low to Trey Sager. Turnaround jumper up and good.
Good shot for Sager. Good big man move.
47-36. Martinsburg pushing that lead back out to double figures at 11. Duez on the left wing, under 5.5 minutes to play in this one. Giving to Haywood, right back to Duez. Driving shot rejected out of bounds by Dorn Smith.
He doesn't know not to do that yet. They're not a local team. He doesn't know not to do that.
Yeah, it looked like a nice lane, and then here comes that help side defense. And
yeah, at 5'10", you don't drive in on Dorn Smith one-on-one.
Smith could have found a way to keep that one in bounds. May have been an opportunity for the Dogs to get it. But
too busy swatting that into the back row of the bleachers.
Yes. Spatafor into the lane. Good bounce feed, finding Bifano, who cut down that left baseline for the reverse layup.
Even better finish. He had the reverse layup, took one bounce that went up with the right hand underneath.
Now under 5 minutes to play. Stobbs left side beyond the arc. Giving to Fowler, around to Dow to Sager. He'll try that right side three, and it's off the mark. No good. Rebound into the hands of Renzelli. Giving that outlet to Duez into the front court. Foul line extended left side. Stops and pops. Off the rim in the backboard. The rim again. And that timing messed up Bifano, who had a great leap to try to go get it. Martinsburg the rebound. Down the floor, Dorn Smith on that right side. Brings it all the way back out deep into the front court, giving to Kamarion Dow. Under 4.5 to play. Stobbs working low post right side to Dorn Smith, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Jaden Haywood, a 5'8 junior forward, picking up his third. Tough matchup there as he's trying to guard the 6'3 Dorn Smith. Smith, he's backing him in and wants that basketball down there.
And he deserves it right now with how he's been playing. And he's been doing it in every single facet right now in this game.
Staub's open left side three. It rims out no good. Rebound to Dorn Smith, kept it alive and gave it back out to Kamari Ondale. Dogs doing a great job on the glass in this one. One of the reasons they've got the lead. High post, foul line extended left side. Trey Sager tried a little bounce speed to Dorn Smith, cutting along the baseline and threw it right into the hands of Bridgeport. Haywood just inside the foul line. His 14-foot jump shot off the mark. Ayub the rebound. Back out to Haywood, and his three ball off the rim and then hitting the basket support, and it'll belong to Martinsburg.
And Bridgeport's had every opportunity to really get a signature shot here to get back within 2 possessions. It just can't seem to knock down the shot when it counts.
Martinsburg head coach Dave Rogers calling for a timeout. Let's take the break as well. A full 60-second break. 3:54 to play in this one, and it's Martinsburg leading Bridgeport 47-38.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.
Well, Matt, right now the difference in this ball game, that slow start to the second half for Bridgeport, as Martinsburg went on that 17-1 run, pushed the lead out to 18 at 40-22. Bridgeport continues to battle, but right now it's the Bulldogs out in front, 47-38.
Martinsburg's been lucky here in the last few minutes. Bridgeport can't knock down that signature shot to get back within 2 possessions. Martinsburg doing enough on the defensive end of the floor, but still turning the basketball over way too much.
Yeah, I've got 18 now in the ball game, and down the floor, that feed goes to Bifano, and he's able to lay it up and in. The Dogs were trying to get that pass in the paint to Dorn Smith. It was a pretty easy steal for Bridgeport. 47-40, the Dogs with a 7-point lead. Trey Sager at the high post. He can't handle it, almost lost it, regains control. Able to get it to Dow on the left wing. He'll drive it to the basket and lay it up and in. Nice move for the 6-foot junior guard.
Yeah, he's got to learn to finish that with the left hand, though. That one's going to get blocked a lot of times if he goes up with the right hand on the left side. He's got to learn to finish with the left right there.
Bifano almost got there. Speaking of, Bifano has it on that left side of the floor. Gives it off. Now the pass back to him, and it's knocked away by Dorn Smith, and there's the steal for Martinsburg.
Fowler got the loose ball. It looked like he was going to throw it right into the Bridgeport bench.
Yeah, Luke Fowler able to grab that one, and now Martinsburg into the offensive end, shooting at the basket to our left here in this second half. 2:40 and counting in the contest, a 9-point Bulldog lead. Dorn Smith on that right side of the floor, dribbling to his left. Around that 3-point arc, turns, gives back on the right side to Kamari Ondale. Staub's with it, and now to Fowler in that left corner. Fowler picking up that dribble. In trouble, eventually gets it off to Trey Sager. Dogs still running some time, and as Sager makes a spin move, we got a reach-in foul. And that is on Jack Bifano. That'll be his second, just the team's fourth. So an inbounds opportunity from the sideline in front of the Bulldog bench.
The ref's been letting them play tonight, Matt. Neither half there's been a whole lot of foul trouble.
No, not at all. We had just 9 fouls in the first half, and we've had only about 6 here in this second half. It's not about 6, it is.
I was going to say 4 and 2 is 6 most of the time.
I always like to round things.
Precisely.
Luke Fowler controlling that dribble, had it poked away, and then ends up down on the floor, grabbing it, and a timeout needed. Almost another really needless turnover there for Martinsburg.
Yeah, just Luke Fowler out-dribbling himself.
That's it. It's a timeout that is taken by Martinsburg. I believe that's going to be a 30-second timeout. Let's take 30 seconds as well. A 30-second break with 2:05 left in this one, and Martinsburg up by 9.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
It is West Virginia High School basketball presented by Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant. Coming up, our Palace Lounge post-game show, 2:05 to play in this one. Martinsburg looking for their 6th straight win as they have a 9-point lead. Still time in this one, especially for a Bridgeport team that shoots so well from beyond the arc, Matt. They average 9 made threes a game. They're at 7 so far in this one. They have yet to knock one down in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, still within shooting distance, but they're slowly running out of time and not converting a whole lot on these turnovers.
Bulldog basketball, the inbounds to Dorn Smith. Giving to Trey Sager beyond the arc on that right side. Bufano guards him. He gets into the lane and throws it towards the left side of the floor. Knocked away and out of bounds off of Mitchell Duez, and it'll stay with Martinsburg. They catch a break.
Hey, Kamari Dow smacking his hands together like he's excited. That was almost a turnover, dude.
Yes. And again, I got 18 of those for Martinsburg tonight. Dow has his pocket picked by Ayub in a double team. Ayub driving, lays it up and in. Thomas Ayub with the steal and the bucket. 49-42. Again, that Bulldog lead cut to 7. A minute 40 and counting. Pass goes from backcourt to front court, from Dow to Stobbs. Stobbs going to take it to the rim. Shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Bufano blocking that shot. Will he be the one called for the personal? Yes, he will. That is his third. And Garrett Stobbs to the line. Garrett Stobbs, are you ready? 1 of 5 from the line this season. All right, make it 2 of 6 as he knocks that one down.
Yeah, baseball in the brain going Ashton Stobbs today.
I did.
Happy opening day, by the way.
Yeah, well, not for the Nationals. I was really looking forward to that matchup. Jacob deGrom against Max Scherzer.
Not for my Cubs either. They lost to the Pirates. I didn't think that was possible.
Second free throw, very short, barely skimmed the rim. Rebound Bridgeport. Score at 50-42, an 8-point Martinsburg lead. Duez from the right corner, 3-ball on the way. It's off the backside of the iron, and the rebound, Kamari on Dow.
And they have just gone ice cold from beyond the arc, and another turnover.
Yeah, Dow lost it in the backcourt, and Bufano going to drive it in and lay it off the glass with the left hand. Wow, 20 Martinsburg turnovers now. That bucket cuts it to 50-44, and a timeout taken by Bridgeport. Again, a 60. Let's take 30 and then come back. A 30-second break, 1:09 left in this one. Hey, don't go anywhere. The Bulldog lead has been cut to 6.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
All right, Matt, 12-7 is the scoring here in this fourth quarter for Bridgeport as they've been able to get back into it.
Yeah, and Matt, Kamari and Dow starting tonight for Anthony Smith, and obviously you're missing your true point guard in Anthony Smith. And Kamari and Dow, and we talked about it in the pregame, he's got some quality minutes this season, but I think late in this game you're seeing the youth and the not a lot of necessarily quality minutes late in games.
Here we go, down to a minute left, and Martinsburg with the basketball into the front court. Kamari on down with it on that left side and eventually gets fouled. Mitchell Duez committing the personal. That will be his second, 2, 4, 6 team fouls. So Martinsburg will inbound, and if they cannot get a turnover, Bridgeport's going to have to commit the foul quickly. Inbounds into the backcourt to Kamarion Dow. Double team coming towards him. He'll come near side, giving it off to Trey Sager. Sager on that sideline in a double team. Jumps into the air, skip past to Fowler on that right side.
Fowler, that was more of a heave across the court than a skip pass.
Fowler in the midst of a double team, and we've got a whistle and a foul. That will stop the clock. That is on Thomas Ayub. That is his second, team foul number 7. And that is going to send Luke Fowler to the line, front end of the 1-and-1.
Fowler, a 63% free throw shooter this year, has put up 8, knocked down 5.
Got to make the first to get the second here. Foul shot up, and it's good. The Dogs 2 of 4 from the line through the first 3 quarters. They are now 2 of 3 from the line in this fourth quarter. 48.1 seconds left. Free throw on the way, and this one off the backside of the rim. Rebound gets tipped around, and Trey Sager just reaches over top of a player and takes it. Dorn Smith with it in the left corner. Skip pass out onto that right wing to Kamarion Dow. Dow is fouled deep on that far side. Mitchell Duez now has his third, and Kamarion Dow will step to the line, and Maddie's just 2 for 5 this year.
And Matt, credit Bridgeport in this game. They could have packed up shop early in this second half when things were going well and really been blown out of their own gym. But they've done a very good job as Kamarion Dow knocks down the first of now 2 foul shots he'll take. Bridgeport's done a fantastic job of staying in this basketball game and never quitting.
Second free throw opportunity for Dow. It's going to put him in double figures as he gets them both. He's got 10 points on the night.
Doubling up that season average.
53-44 Martinsburg. Into the front court, Spatafor tightly guarded, gives to Mess. Very long 3 from straight away. Off the right side of the rim, Haywood the rebound from the right corner. His 3 wouldn't go. Mess gets it. He puts it up and gets it to go. And the final timeout for Bridgeport, head coach Dave Marshall, going to be taken with 23.7 seconds left. 53-46. Martinsburg with the lead, and they'll have the ball length of the floor to go.
A couple of big free throws coming up, but after a big inbound, again, with 20 turnovers in this game, you're talking it's not a guarantee to get this inbound in. 45 turnovers now in the last 2 games for Martinsburg. That can't happen. You're not going to make any sort of run in the playoffs, or if you're able to get to the state tournament, you're not going to be able to make any sort of run if you're turning the ball over 20 times a game.
4 of 6 from the foul line now for Martinsburg in this fourth quarter. That is going to make them 6 of 10 on the night. That's 60%, and that's right around their average, a 63% free throw shooting team. So you get this ball inbounds, don't turn it over, and more than likely you're going to the foul line, and you got to try to knock them down. And this is where you'd love to have Anthony Smith tonight, because he's also a 72% free throw shooter. Dorn Smith is a 76% foul shooter. May like to try to get the ball in his hands as well. This game a tight one throughout until, a little more than midway through that third quarter when Martinsburg opened up an 18-point lead, 40-22, but Bridgeport has battled back ever since. And they have made this a dogfight down the stretch. Stobbs looking, eventually gets it into Kamarion Dow. Dow still in the backcourt, and Agu eventually gets there to foul him. Good job as Dow was able to avoid some traffic and make sure that he ran a little bit more time off of that clock.
That 4 seconds came off the clock there.
3 fouls now on Agoob, so no major foul trouble for anybody for Bridgeport. He and Duez both have 3. Dow back to the line where he hit a pair a moment ago. Four dribbles, bends the knees, and puts it up and through. So Kamarion Dow, 3 for 3 from the line all late in this fourth quarter. 5 points in this fourth quarter, gives him 11 on the ball game. Free throw up, and this one good as well. Clutch free throw shooting. Makes it 55-46 Martinsburg. Messes into the front court to Duez. Duez on this right side with a side jump to his right. Fires that 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to Bafano, and he gets that putback basket. Inbounds quickly for the Dogs, and a foul, and Kamarion Dow will go back to the line with 6.2 left. 55-48 Martinsburg in front.
And now guaranteed 2 foul shots in the double bonus.
Jaden Haywood picks up his 4th. And Kamarion Dow back to the line yet again.
And I question fouls this late in a game like this. I mean, you're not going to get up and down the floor 2 times and get a 3 with 6.2 seconds left.
First foul shot up and good for Kamarion Dow. Another opportunity coming, and he gets that one as well. Very clutch from the line. 57-48 Martinsburg, down to 5, down to 4. Messes into the front court and will not even take the shot. The horn sounds, and this one is in the books. A victory for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, as they will come here to Bridgeport on short notice and head back home with a 57-48 win. We'll come back and tell you all about it as we get into the post-game show, brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Check out their great menu on their Facebook page. They've got daily specials, and they are waiting for you at the Palace Lounge. A 2-minute timeout, and then we return. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
Welcome back into Bridgeport High School, where tonight it is a win for Martinsburg, 57-48 over the host Bridgeport Indians. Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller, John Alderton on our TV 10 camera, Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. Matt, Martinsburg raced out to the early 8-1 lead, pushed that lead out to 12-3, a timeout for Bridgeport, and the Indians began to battle back, and actually at the end of quarter number 1, they had the lead at 16-15, but in that second quarter, neither team could really score. Ultimately, Martinsburg outscoring Bridgeport 8-5, and the Dogs had a 2-point lead at the intermission, 23-21, and then it was the start of the third quarter that allowed Martinsburg really to get this win.
Yeah, exactly. You look at the way they started, and at one point, just 6 points through the majority of that third quarter. Martinsburg outscored Bridgeport 20-11 in quarter number 3. It was the Indians outscoring the Dogs 16-14 in that final quarter of play, but again, this game really came down to quarter number 3.
And in that third quarter, it was Martinsburg racing out to 17 of the first 18 points to have an 18-point lead at 40-22. As you mentioned, though, late in this one, give this Bridgeport team credit. They did not give up, did not waver, battled back, and, while they were down by 11 going into the fourth quarter, they outscored Martinsburg 16-14. The Dogs go on for the 9-point victory. Martinsburg has now won 6 straight. They are 6-1. 5-1 according to the WVSSAC, and the Bridgeport Indians now fall to 6-4. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and run some of the numbers from this one. Again, your final here at Bridgeport. Martinsburg gets the win, 57-48.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Again here at Bridgeport High School, time to take a look at the numbers from this one. Let's start with the individual totals from Matt.
Let's start with Bridgeport. 15 points leading the way for the Indians were Jack Bufano. 9 points for Anthony Spatafor. 6 points for Jaden Haywood. Let's go with a lot of different scores. My apologies. 5 points for both Duez and for Connor Mess. 4 points for Thomas Ayub. A bucket for Renzelli, and a bucket for Alex Chitero. Let's go over to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Leading the way for them with 17 points and leading all scores was Dorn Smith. He went 1 of 1 from the foul line. 14 points for Kamarian Dow. He went 6 of 6 from the foul line, all in quarter number 4. 8 points for Trey Sager and 8 points for Luke Fowler. 7 for Garrett Stobbs, 2 for Adion Blackwood, 1 for Srilangasa, and in case I didn't mention this one, Trey Sager had 8.
All right, and for your team totals, we had Martinsburg knocking down 3 3-pointers. Bridgeport 2 under their game average. They hit 7 from beyond the arc. 3 of 6 from the foul line for Bridgeport, and really that all came from Jack Bufano. Nobody else got to the charity stripe for Martinsburg. 10 of 14 from the line. That's 71%. And as you mentioned, Kamarion Dow really led the way, going 6 for 6. I got the Dogs +9 in rebounding, 29-20, but -3 in turnovers. 20 turnovers for the Dogs, 17 for Bridgeport. 14 Indian fouls, 7 fouls for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. With the win again, Martinsburg 6-1 overall, 5-1 officially, and Bridgeport falling to 6-4. We'll tell you what's next for both of these teams and what our broadcast schedule looks like as we head into the weekend after our final 2-minute timeout. We come back to wrap up the Palace Lounge postgame show after this. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.com.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
All right, back one final time. From Bridgeport. We do have a girls score to pass your way. Thank you again to Brian Horner. It was Jefferson holding off Musselman 50-46 in girls play, and thanks to Davis Moore, 55-18. No type of an update with Spring Mills and Washington girls here. Our final, Martinsburg 57 and Bridgeport 48. All right, Matt, up next for Martinsburg. They are scheduled to play at Washington in a varsity-only game. That will be at 4 o'clock. Our pregame coverage should begin right around 3:30. Then next Tuesday, it is Hedgesville coming to town. And next Friday, Washington will come to town. And then for Bridgeport, they are scheduled to be at Buchanan Upshur coming up on Monday of next week, and then host Lincoln on Friday of next week. So there you go. With our pregame beginning right around 7 o'clock. Looking forward to that one. A key sectional showdown now with the new sections and the region breakdown in what is 4A in high school basketball. Now, that does it for our broadcast here today. Thanks goes out to a whole bunch of folks. First of all, we always thank you for joining us at each of our broadcast entities. We got to say thanks to all of our sponsors that make this possible to be able to bring the games to you. Thanks to Travis Jones. Thanks to Brent Kimball. Thanks to the folks with the Bridgeport Radio for all of their help and support, providing us with some information. Thanks again to Mark Jones and to Matt D'Amato, athletic director and principal here at Bridgeport. We'd have probably never gotten on the air without their support and their hospitality and help here today. Thanks to Davis Moore, the Martinsburg athletic director, all of his help on such short notice in helping us to get here, get set up, and so forth. Colin McLaughlin is our studio engineer. John Alderson, our TV10 cameraman. For Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller, reminding you our final score tonight. It is Martinsburg 57 and Bridgeport 48. Until tomorrow, so long, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, Thomas Miller Agent, Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, Exit 5, Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring in Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center in the Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP Northside, Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. D&N Auto Specialists off Tavern Road, Martinsburg. And Heffley Motors, HeffleyMotorCompany.com.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.